facing the police every single day.
Agency name Punta Gorda Police Department case hashtag 22-031779 date / time reported 09/29/202213:12 location of incident 227 Taylor St/W Olympia Ave, Punta Gorda crime incident, S, Corn, disorderly conduct, breach of peace, 2nd Deg Mist, 877.03 victim / business name, last, first, middle, Jacobson, Richard Wellwood victim of crime hashtag / Dobb July 17, 1954 age 68 race W sex M home address 4110 Gardner Drive, Port Charlotte, FL 33952 email home phone 312-259-4322. On September 25, 2022, at approximately 1200 hours, while working marked uniform patrol, within the city limits of Punta Gorda, Charlotte County, Florida, CPL Truffin and I, OFC Mancini, were monitoring the area of the farmers market at the intersection of Taylor Street and W Olympia Avenue due to past incidents there. While there I heard what sounded like a verbal disagreement between the suspect, Louis LaBarbera, and the victim, Richard Jacobson. Due to the combined noise of the market and traffic I was unable to hear what was being said between the subjects but could make out raised voices. I observed Jacobson holding a cellular phone close to LaBarbera. Jacobson turned and walked away as I was approaching the subjects, then turned back to confront LaBarbera again. I instructed Jacobson to move away from LaBarbera and he walked back to his seat in the market. Further investigation revealed LaBarbera had been yelling at people in the market area as part of his protest and Jacobson walked down to confront him. Jacobson stated he was playing music he believed to copyrighted while confronting LaBarbera because he was told video with copywritten music could not be posted on YouTube. Jacobson stated he put his phone in the face of LaBarbera because he has been getting in people's faces for months. Jacobson denied touching or threatening LaBarbera in any manner. LaBarbera advised he wished to prosecute Jacobson reference assault and a report was taken from him, CRC 22-03176. After that investigation was complete, Jacobson advised he wished to prosecute LaBarbera reference disorderly conduct / breach of peace. Jacobson is one of the operators of the farmers market and stated LaBarbera had been protesting the Punta Gorda sign ordinance at the farmers market in Punta Gorda for months. He further advised LaBarbera constantly shouts profanities at those attending the market and the vendors. In addition, the taunts and profanities are often directed at Jacobson and the other operators. LaBarbera has been known to use sound amplifying devices as well and carry signs such as "Fuck Punta Gorda" and various other entities with the U marked out to avoid violating the ordinance. Jacobson stated all the harassment has been grinding on him the past few months and he was incited to take action this date. Jacobson confronted LaBarbera and then turned to walk away. By LaBarbera's own admission he stated, "You're going to lunge at me in a stand your ground state, you pussy." This enraged Jacobson, who turned around to re-engage LaBarbera but was intercepted by CPL Truffin and I. Jacobson advised LaBarbera's actions and words were affecting business at the market and preventing the vendors from talking to potential customers. While on scene this date I personally heard LaBarbera yelling "fuck you, eat shit and die, call people tucking Nazis, and call women walking down the sidewalk fucking cunts," among other names, whenever they seemed to disagree with his beliefs. My investigation determined LaBarbera's words and action did meet the criteria of FSS 877.03, disorderly conduct, breach of peace. His actions and words outraged the sense of public decency and affected the peace and quiet of the persons who witnessed them. In addition, Jacobson advised he felt LaBarbera's statement to him was a challenge to engage in a physical confrontation. A sworn statement was taken from Jacobson and he advised he did wish to prosecute. Sworn statements were also taken from Louis LaBarbera, and the two other protesters on scene with him, Erica LaBarbera and Sean Betty under CR hashtag 22-023176. All statements were turned into records. The victim was provided with the victim's rights information. In accordance with Mosse's Law, Florida Constitution Article I, Section 16, the victim chose to exercise his right to privacy and prevent disclosure of his information. The Mosse's Law form was turned into records. Body-worn camera footage was booked into evidence via electronic property receipt. This incident was linked to CR #22-03176 by the Punta Gorda Communications section. A warrant request will be sent to the State Attorney's Office. Reference this case. Misdemeanor package sent to SAU for warrant request on Luis La Barbera in reference to disorderly conduct/breach of peace. October 6, 2022, 1545, K Parks, PGPD.
Okay, so this.
Caller stating it's clear arguing. I'm sorry, say again. Caller believes that it is arguing.
Need that? Yes, sir. I will need that. Just 1 second.
Thank you. I'm going to start that way from Walmart.
Let me go ahead and give you this before I forget. That is the case number for the report I'm going to do.
Okay.
Hand you that back. So before we get into the statement, I'm going to ask you about Mosse's Law, which I kind of explained a little bit to you before. So basically, what it does is it gives you the right to redact your information as a victim of a crime. To do that, you have to request to redact your information and sign this form that I'm about to let you see. So before I get into that, this is a victim's rights brochure. Most of it won't apply to you. It's a generic thing for everything from a rape to somebody broke in my car. But the handout sheet in there explains Mosse's Law a little better. So basically what Mosse's Law does is it allows us to keep your personal information. If someone does a records request on a report, they can get that under Florida's Freedom of Information Act. With the Mosse's Law, makes it to where a victim's information is redacted. So is that something you would like to do? Take advantage of that?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't need to care. Now, it is also, in order for you, if you go down and get a copy of the report, would you like your information released to you on that report?
Yeah, I think I would need it.
Yeah, I typically tell people to do that. The law is written so that you have to consent to having your own information released to you.
To myself.
So we will do that. Let's get your signature right there. And that's just what I just explained to you about the victim's rights. That you want to withhold and then allow yourself to get your own information, as goofy as that sounds.
What is the date?
24th. The end of the world day.
Charlie, you want to go to Cindy?
Okay. Okay, and I didn't get that down. Now, what's your date of birth, sir?
July 17, 1954.
I'm running code. What's the address?
1640 Montia Court, Ross, Harbor.
Copy that.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is it's going to be an audio copy of this. I'm going to swear you in, take your statement. And basically the statement is just about the breach of peace and the incitement to violence kind of thing that happened. You just tell your story, you know, your side of what happened and going down there. Okay? So I have to read some stuff to you. Okay, I'm Officer Mattini, badge number 737. The date is 9/24/22. Time is 13:15. Statement is being taken from Rick Jacobson, who resides at
4110 Gardner Drive, Port Charlotte, Florida.
Okay. His date of birth is 7/17/1954. Phone number 312-259-4322. Statement is being conducted at Taylor and Olympia Avenue. The Punta Gorda report number is 22-03179. Would you raise your right hand, sir? As a law enforcement officer in the state of Florida, I'm empowered to swear you in under oath for the purpose of taking a sworn statement pursuant to Florida State Statute 117.10. Do you, Rick Jacobson, solemnly swear or affirm that the statement and testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, lower your hand. By having you raise your right hand and place you under oath, you're sworn to tell me the truth and not withhold any information. If you lie or withhold any information, you will be committing the offense of perjury. Perjury is a serious crime. Should I find that you have lied to me knowingly in this statement, you can be charged under Florida law for violating this perjury statute. Do you understand what I've just explained to you about perjury, sir?
Yes.
Okay, so just go ahead and start, like we talked about with the incident that occurred here at Taylor and Olympia with Mr. LaBarbera, and just tell what happened from your perspective.
Well, it wasn't just today, it's every Saturday, and he's constantly throwing slang words at myself, my girlfriend, and Jerry. He's constantly, harassing us to provoke us. I went over there to talk to him, and I had my phone playing some music because I was told that he can't post that on YouTube if there's copyrighted music playing. He started, getting huffy and moving my phone around back and forth, and it looked to me like he was going to grab my phone from me because I was moving it and he wanted to see it, and that's when I just stuck my head, in his face, and he's been putting his face in everybody's face at the market for months now.
Okay, what did he say to you that incited you, that made you want to go down there and confront him?
He basically called us out and said that I was Jerry's goons when we were standing, right there on the corner. So that's when I went over to talk to him, and he just is constantly, grinding on your, your integrity, I guess.
Do you remember exactly what he said to anybody, Jerry, or anyone right there in the area?
He just called us Jerry's goons, and that, he was going to be out here harassing us, for as long as it takes.
Okay. And because of his actions, that's why you went down, his actions and words, that's why you went down to confront him?
Yeah, and also just to, it's like, I don't disagree what he's saying, I just don't like the way he's saying it, and he's constantly, harassing our customers coming in and out of the market. We have people coming up to complain constantly that have little kids, and he's using foul language, and it's been going on for so long, it just wears on you.
Okay. Is there anything you want to add, change, or delete from what you just told me?
What? Yeah, that's what I he harasses our vendors. He was harassing our solar panel vendor. They were going back and forth today. It's just total harassment that, you get to the point where you just can't take it anymore.
Okay. Is everything you told me in this statement the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Absolutely.
Okay, this will conclude the statement at 13:19 hours on 9/24/22.
The only thing that I was questioning is this the number?
No, it's 3179.
Because I heard you say 9 and I
That's
saw
the other
6.
one. That's a different one.
Okay.
That's my own filing system.
Looks like mine.
And you also witnessed all of this, correct? Would you like to give a statement?
Pass.
Okay.
Oh, you're not going to come to my defense.
No, I'll totally come to your defense. I'll be there with us. I'll be for your side. But the only reason why is because I have a history that I don't want to be brought back up again. And the one that I regret. I'm sure you're well aware of it. Just don't want my name out there again.
But there was a gentleman sitting here. He said he was from Fort Myers. And he, I was talking to him afterwards, and I, said, oh, he's saying that I, lunged at him, and he said, no, I said, I sit here and watch the whole thing. He says, you didn't lunge at him, and I should have got his name, but he says he's at the market, all the time, so I figured if I needed it, I'd see him again. But,
Yeah, I'd just try to get his information next Saturday, just to have it.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
All right, now I'm going to go start
thank you so
doing
much for all your
a
help.
bunch of reports. And,
I need it for you guys.
But it just seems like, that this guy is nothing but an instigator and a harasser, and that, nothing gets done with this. I don't understand it.
well,
I don't know how he can, like even though, today, okay, then I was picking up stuff, now he's standing over there calling me all sorts of names, and why is that okay?
yeah. Okay, well,
All right.
I
They're
will.
asking the same question. He's got a sign that says mean things about them. I mean,
Well,
that sucks.
and then they're the first person they call.
Yes.
That's what I got a kick out of, is that right away he's calling for the police and he's protesting against the police. So you can't have it both ways.
Hypocrite.
All right, well, I'll get this stuff done
Thank you.
All
Stay
right.
safe.
Thanks.
in call.